says my girlfriend, she will be physically fit as well. And I think we both can manage and fight.
10 people.
Yes, sir.
10 men.
Yes, sir. We will give our best.
Give our best. What is the best? Both killed.
May I come in, sir?
Please come. Keep standing. I have not asked you to sit down.
Sorry, sir.
Please sit down. Kunal.
Yes, sir.
Kunal, you appeared in SSBs before.
Yes, sir.
How could you do this mistake?
Sorry, sir.
How could you do this mistake?
Sorry, I will keep in mind, sir, from next time.
It is not expected from you. Okay. This itself speaks that they were right in their approach. No? They are right in not recommending you. That's what I say.
Sorry,
Because
sir.
the first thing, it's not sorry, it's a learn. Is what we are here for. Okay. Okay. Kunal, going forward, let's have your self-introduction and your family's introduction in 1 minute.
Okay, sir. So I was born in Kahalgaon on 4th August 2000. My primary school was Gandhip School, where I actually studied for nursery and LKG. Then I joined St. Joseph School from UKG. So I have been a bright student, starting from nursery. In class 6th, I actually failed in mathematics. I scored better in the subsequent exams. And in class 7th, I was the highest scorer. And in class 8th, I scored 80%. In class 9th, I scored 90%. And in class 10th, I scored 95%. In class 11th, I scored 85%. In class 12th, it was 72%. In my graduation, I scored 72%. Talking about my family, sir, my father had been a businessman. He had owned an electronics shop, which was, and my mother is a teacher. My sister is a teacher too. She recently joined Central School. Yes, sir.
Okay. You've taken almost. You've taken 50 seconds, okay? Okay, we'll come to that later. Who was your favorite teacher in the 12th or 10th?
So all the teachers have been my favorite. But if I have to pick one, I would say Dilip Jha sir, when I was in class 9th. Yes.
Why?
So I have loved all the teachers, but Dilip Jha sir, I loved his approach of taking student-to-student interaction. And what I actually loved his way of teaching, that he was a tuition teacher actually. He was empathetic, quite more empathetic towards students who were poor. He would actually refund fees. This is it.
Okay. Who's your best friend?
So my best friend is Subrat.
Why?
So he had been my go-to friend from childhood, and he has been encouraging me. And we both mostly, we have a reciprocal relationship. Like we call up their mistakes, each other's mistake. If I do my mistake, he will tell me, and if he does the mistake, I will call him that he has done the mistake. This is
What do you think you have not done well in the earlier SSBs?
So I have introspected. In the first attempt itself, in the CDS attempt, I had made a mistake of not preparing for stage 2. I went for this just for the stage 1 preparation.
Stage 1 was what?
Stage 1 was screening in.
So you made only preparation for screening.
Screening in. I got screened in.
Okay.
In the second attempt, it was the AFCAT attempt. So I think after the introspection, there was not physically fit. I was not at the top of my fitness. So I couldn't screen in.
You couldn't get screened in?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
In the third attempt, it was CDS attempt. I got screened in, and I made mistake in psych. I couldn't complete my psych.
You made mistake in psych?
Yes, I couldn't complete my psych.
Like what?
In the SRT and WAT, I couldn't complete, or I just completed just 20 SRTs and around 20 to 25 WATs.
Out of 60?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. That's what you feel, that it is because of psych?
I think so.
Okay. Next, AFCAT?
AFCAT, so again, it was the fourth attempt. I got screened out, and at that time I didn't work on my fitness and my mistakes. So I got screened out again, and the fifth attempt as well, I got screened out.
The SSB, Prayagraj?
Yes, sir.
You got screened out?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why is screening out happening?
So, till that time, I was figuring out what was the mistake, and now I have figured out what are the mistakes, and I have proper planning, and I know
what is the mistake.
So the first mistake itself, sir. So I didn't work on my fitness. I was eating junk foods here and there. I was eating junk foods, and I was not working on my fitness.
So how does it make a difference to your screening?
So what actually happened in the second attempt and third attempt, as soon as I entered the class, as soon as I entered the screening hall, I started coughing, and my whole my mind was to stop the coughing and not to listen to people and give my lesson well. And it has impacted me in my subsequent attempts as well. The lack of preparation was one of the problems, but the fitness thing, I think, what I have figured out, when you are physically fit, you are mentally fit as well, and you can give your best as well.
So, but in the first and third SSB, you were physically fit?
So I told you, sir, it was playing a big role. It was not just the fitness thing. I was missing on my geopolitics, my current affairs thing.
Why? Why were you missing?
So I think I was from science background, and I started following current affairs and geopolitics later while preparing for CDS. And I was not that good in geography. I prepared well. I started reading geography as well, and relating geography with current affairs, geopolitics, and this has helped me a lot. And taking advice of my father in learning geography, my friends, especially Subrat, he has helped me to learn things very well.
What is Subrat doing now?
So Subrat has been preparing for UPSC.
IAS?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why aren't you preparing for IAS when your friend is?
My love is for defense forces. This love has actually started after my first year. I was actually an engineering student. I wanted to join engineering. I was a technical student. I wanted to be an engineer. In the first year, when I was in the first year, I learned. It was the first time I learned about CDS and defense forces. So I started following them, army officers on the Twitter, and that time the Pulwama attack had happened, and that, I think, that was a driving force that actually motivated me to join the Indian Defense Forces.
So you followed army officers on Twitter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that was the reason for your motivation to army.
So it was few of the reasons.
So first SSB, you said you failed because of psychology.
No, sir. It was lack of preparation for stage 2.
For stage 2.
Yes, sir.
What is stage 2?
The stage 2 is the psych test and psych test, GTO tasks, and interview.
This is normal SSB.
Yes, sir.
So you didn't prepare for it.
Yes, sir. So actually, I had read.
What is the preparation required, by the way?
So preparations are. So there, you need to be at least aware beforehand what's going to happen inside. What are the at least basic knowledge about the psych tests? How many words are there? How many words the briefings and all, and GTO task. What is GTO task? What is Balli and what is Fatta? So when I actually went inside, it was the first time I heard about Balli and Fatta.
Where are you from?
I'm from Bihar.
Bhagalpur?
Yes, sir.
You did not heard of Fatta, Balli and Rassi?
No, so I heard about Rassi. We don't call it Balli, we call it Danda or something. And Fatta, we don't call it Fatta. We call it plank, or in English we call it plank.
English, everywhere it is called plank. Plank,
Yes,
Balli and rope.
Yes, sir. So in Fatta we call it Fatta, but Balli we didn't call Balli, it was Danda and all.
Achha. Okay. Basically, you are saying that why did you fail? Because you did not prepare for the second part.
Yes, sir.
And last time what happened?
Last time.
Screening out again.
Last time I couldn't narrate well
What?
my story
Story in?
in my screening in, and OIR was not up to the mark, I think.
OIR, what is missing?
I couldn't give my best. I couldn't complete.
That's important. Okay. How did you do in your command task in the SSBs you have reached?
So I have done fairly well in command task.
Can you tell me as to what you did in your command task?
So I had got to solve an obstacle.
That is understood. There is a start line, there is an end line, there are structures in between you have to cross.
Yes, sir.
What did you do?
I was called. I was asked to call two of the any subordinates. So I called two of my subordinates because I thought that I need two people, and I completed my command task.
How?
I had to bridge between the finish line and start line, and as there was an obstacle from the finish line, the obstacle it was easy, and then to the obstacle to the finish line, I had to bridge with the ropes, and there was an edge. I had to put the bully there.
Okay, understood. I've been able to make out as to why you have not made it. I've been in GTO. Okay, so we know what is what. Okay, fine. I'll tell you later. And why this is just number 7. Okay, what do you know about Russia and Ukraine war?
So the Russia and Ukraine war started when Ukraine wanted to join NATO. Russia was quite concerned about its borders. It didn't want any NATO countries to border because Russia and Ukraine historically had been more of an enemy. So Russia didn't want Ukraine or any NATO country to have a boundary with. That actually urged Russia. They actually alarmed Russia or warned Ukraine not to join NATO, and Ukraine were in process to join NATO, and that actually started the Russia-Ukraine war.
Okay. That's all? Okay. What do you think about Palestine and Israel?
Yes, sir. So Palestine and Israel, issue can be traced back to when the Jews were, there was some issues with Jews and Christians in Europe. So Jews had to come to the Palestinian land or the Arabic land that time. So they settled there. And so after the Second World War, there was so UN given Palestine some parts and Israel as well. So it was a Palestinian land and Israel land. But the Arabian countries actually started a war, and so Israel defended its territory, and so that was the starting of Israel-Palestine issue. So Israel was defending its territory, and Arabian countries wanted to take all over the Palestinian land or the Israel-Palestine total land. So there were subsequent wars, and this is the issue, sir.
Okay. Which is the sport which is your favorite?
Sir, cricket.
Cricket. Okay. Kumal? Oh, Kunal, you said, yeah? Kunal, sorry. Okay, Kunal, what we want you to do is organize a cricket tournament.
Okay, sir.
With 8 teams, okay, on league cum knockout.
Sorry, sir.
League cum knockout.
League cum knockout, okay.
Okay. And today is the 8th, first match starts, 15th, the tournament culminates.
Okay.
And you got information about 2 days back, 6th. So how are you going to go about organizing the tournament?
So, okay, so there are 8 teams. There are 8 teams, sir. So I will divide them in 2 groups, 4 each. Both the groups will play each other once. It is a kind of round robin pattern, and so 4 teams will play. There will be 16 matches total, and there are from 8 to 15.
How 16 matches?
So every team will play 4 other players, 4 other teams. So
2 groups are there?
2 groups are there. Yes, sir. So every team from one of the groups.
Sir, how many teams will play?
Sorry, sir.
How many teams? 9 matches in a turn.
Yes, sir.
9 matches in a group.
Yes,
league. 9 in the other group.
Yes, sir.
18.
Yes, sir.
And 4 quarterfinals, 2 semi-finals, and 1 final. How much? 25 matches. So now go ahead.
Yes, sir. 25 matches, 9 in the league stages, and we have from 8 to 15. So we have almost 8 days, starting from 8 to 15. We have 8 days. So 8 days. Last day would be the final. 1 day before would be the semi-final.
And 1 day before would be quarter-final?
No, sir. Semi-final again, sir.
Why?
We can take 2 teams from 2 top teams from both the groups.
We are not taking. We are organizing the quarter-final. I told you.
Quarter-final as well.
Of course. We are having 4 quarter-finals.
Okay. So all the teams are advancing to 4 quarterfinals.
All the
teams are advancing to quarterfinals.
Yes. You could understand that. You couldn't understand this. After the league, we are again having a repeat.
Okay, sir.
No?
Okay. So we are doing something. We are just ordering the team in the performance basis. Then
on
we
the
are
points basis.
Okay, points basis.
Yes.
Then we are getting them the
semi-final. Then you're getting them the semi-final.
Yes, sir.
Quarterfinals, they're playing as per the points.
Okay, sir.
Semi-finals, they're playing as per the position. The
Yes.
quarterfinals. And finals, they're playing finals. Okay, what are you going to do? How are you going to organize?
So it's a local match, or it's in school or college.
That is your call.
So if I'm in college, I would be, with the help of my friends, we would be first putting out a Google form for registering 8 teams. We will put on the advertisement that the first come first basis. We will be registering 8 teams total. We will put the ad on of social media and the pamphlets, and we will register 8 teams. We will arrange. We will talk to local administrator or mayor for the ground, and we will make pitches with the local pitch curator, and arrange for the for the equipments like bats and balls, and we will find a sponsor as well.
Okay.
To sponsor us the equipments by finding a local any big shop which can actually we will put up advertisement board. We will tell them that we will put their advertisement board, and so we'll take the sponsorship, and we will start organizing. We will arrange for refreshment and medical kits. And we will arrange for the spectators as well, and that would be conveyed to the audience through social media, and start our tournaments from 8. Yes, sir. We will start our tournament from 8, and to the quarterfinals, to the semi-finals and finals.
Okay. Okay, now. Do you drink
No, sir.
water?
No, sir. I don't want to drink.
You don't drink water?
I drink, sir.
You don't drink? You said you don't drink.
No, sir.
I said, do you drink? What is the question? Do you drink?
Yes, sir.
Did I say alcohol? Did I say alcohol?
No, sir.
So why the reply came no?
So mostly when we talk about
Mostly is a presumption.
yes, sir.
Did I say?
No, sir.
Why did you presume something wrong?
No, sir. So actually, we are a Hindi-speaking people. When we say we want to drink water, we mostly say pani pina. This, but in the newspapers, in the local news, when there is a news of a drink, so mostly it will be alcoholic drink.
So it is a wrong question you're saying.
No, sir. The question was right.
The reply was wrong.
Reply was wrong, sir.
So you should say that, yes, sir, I drink water and soft drinks.
Yes,
You
sir.
are trying to say that you don't drink alcohol, na? Your reply was that only, na?
Yes, sir.
So you should say that, sir, I drink water and soft drinks. Is it a smarter reply?
Yes, sir.
It's a smarter. It's a correct reply. Take. दूसरी बात, do you smoke cigarette?
No, sir.
No. Do you have a girlfriend?
No, sir.
Boy, no one likes you.
So I've been mostly busy in my studies, and and so
Sorry.
busy in my studies, and till now I haven't found someone to make my life partner.
Okay. Okay, Kunal.
Yes, sir.
So you have been, say, let's presume that you have a girlfriend.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You and your girlfriend, honorable intentions, you intend to marry her. You are going for a late night show.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You saw the movie, you're coming back around 12:31 in the night, and in a, what do you call, totally secluded place, you have been geared by some bad elements, gundas.
Okay,
They
sir.
come out of the shadow with weapons in their hands, lathi, hockey, rod, chain, knives, no gun. Okay, and they come and get out both of you, and they tell you, Kunal, leave this girl here and just vanish. Get out of here. What will be your reaction?
So it's a totally secluded place.
It's total secluded place. अंधेरा है, कुछ भी नहीं है आसपास.
How many are there, sir?
10.
10. Sir, I will try to find people or to gather the crowd.
Nothing is there. Nothing is there. It's a far, far area. No one, not even an animal.
So I will have my mobile phone with me.
No phones are there. We are in an era of yesteryears, no telephones.
So I will find out. I will try to find something that I can make weapon of. Says my girlfriend, she will be physically fit as well, and I think we both can manage and fight.
10 people.
Yes, sir.
10 men.
Yes, sir. We will give our best.
Give our best. What is the best? Both killed.
So
Okay, anyway, forget it.
Best, I will.
That's done. Okay, let's. Okay, so far we are done with your interview. Okay, now I'll just go over your performance and some reasoning.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Firstly, you took about 50 seconds to describe yourself and your family. You started well. You started well with your birth, because your origin in this world is your birth only. But then you have to go sequentially. You were born to your parents.
Yes, sir.
You were born to Mr. So-and-so and Mrs. So-and-so on so-and-so date at so-and-so place. Correct? So far nothing wrong. And my father is so-and-so. He does this. My mother does this. Clear? How many brothers do you have?
So no brother. I have an elder sister.
So I have an elder sister who is married or studying or whatever. Written that. Then the important thing in your life is your school.
Yes, sir.
I started my schooling from so-and-so year in so-and-so school, and in between you said that sixth standard you had failed. What is the significance of that?
So I think it was a major changing point in my life. It was a significant event.
Doesn't convey anything. Doesn't convey anything. If it was bringing out something very spectacular happening in your life, it should have been brought out. I was waiting for that spectacular, nothing came out. Why bring it? I took admission in so-and-so school in so-and-so year, and I did my 10th and 12th from the same school with this percentage. What is the point of giving percentage-wise every class?
Yes, sir.
What is the point? You are wasting time. I am not interested. I am interested in 10th and 12th. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Cut it out. Bring it to this. That I got my percentages. This was my percentage in my 10th, and this was my percentage in 12th. And this is what I learned in my school. Cricket, whatever you did, whatever you represented, those are highlights. Convey that.
Yes, sir.
Then you went to college.
Yes, sir.
Some highlights were there in the college too.
Yes, sir.
You picked up new sport, you picked up new idea, you picked up something. Bring those out. And I scored this much percentage in the college. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And stop saying about this, that screening out is because of psychology, second phase not prepared. You don't know what is. Once you've gone to the second stage also, twice you went to the second
Yes,
stage.
sir.
For second time what happened? These appear as lame excuses. Okay? Don't give these excuses. No excuses for not getting selected. Okay? And what you told me, I'm drawing inference from what you told me. Command task. Command task is given to a person when the GTO feels that he has not been assessed in the previous tests. So he requires another effort another chance to speak up. But what did you do? You have completed the task. Beautifully, you completed the task in 4 minutes, 6 minutes, and you are happy. That I did my command task very well. Why? What is the requirement of command task? Only the commander can speak in command task. You know that?
Yes, sir.
No subordinate can speak. Why? He has selected you for that. He wants you to speak. He wants you to demonstrate. That is why he has picked you up. But you have not understood the requirement of command task. You have gone about completing that in the quickest time and demonstrating nothing. It is a demonstrated skill which is required. When the GTO, I told you to go over the command task. You told me how you did the command task. When the GTO has given you the briefing, he asked you to get your subordinates. Go get your subordinates. Go get your subordinates. Make them stand in that particular place. Give them a briefing of 20 seconds. Bring out all the points which are told by the GTO. Give out the briefing. As a commander, I am supposed to brief my team. And GTO is standing next to my shoulder listening to what I am briefing. That is the task of the commander. First and foremost, the moment you complete your briefing, half the battle is won. You've done the briefing correct. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Then you ask the person to pick up the bully, pick up the plank, place it there. If you feel that there is a risk of someone falling in that place, it is not correctly placed and it cannot be placed correctly, you be the first person to take this first step to go to that next structure crossing. That is taking the risk, not putting the risk of your men under your command. Quality emerges. Understand?
Yes, sir.
When your person doesn't pick up the bully, you ask him to pick up the bully, he picks up the plank. Correct him there itself. Just number 22, I asked you to pick up the bully, not the plank. That is the demonstrated number 3. That he doesn't accept anything nonsense to his orders. As an officer, that is expected. When he's standing ahead, you are standing here. You cannot judge the distance to the next structure.
Yes, sir.
Ask him, what is the distance to the next structure? Can the bully reach there? He'll say, yes, it can reach. Okay, put it there and cross. He will put and cross. Give him a pat on his back. Well done. Good job done. So and so chess number. That's the job of the leader. When you're crossing, when then the GTO walks in, he says this particular structure is not available to you when you're trying to go.
Yes, sir.
Okay? He has disrupted your briefing. Briefing what you gave, he has disrupted your briefing, he has brought in change. He says that this approach is not available. Turn back, make a contact with your boys. Tell them, gentlemen, this is the change which has taken place now due to the change in situation on ground. What have you done? You have apprised them of the change. You have also taken 15 seconds to reassemble your thoughts as to what you're going to do next. So now we are going to move from the right. When everyone is crossed, you be the last one to cross the end line. That's a demonstrated quality. This is what you are expected to do in command task. Not to just cross that place and go. This is what you have done. Command task is a quarter-final. Understand this. If we are talking in league matches language, command task is a quarter-final. He has given you another chance to demonstrate. You again do not demonstrate anything. So therefore you are asked to go back. Understood?
Yes, sir.
What was expected, what you have done. This is what is SSB. SSB is very fair, absolutely fair system. There's nothing wrong with the system. You've done 20 psychological word association tests. The psychologists will draw inference from those 20 on your personality. 20, 25 are good enough if you've done 25. So don't take them that I could not do. I did barely 50% of what I could do. So these things, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures are good enough for him to deduct what personality is there with you. Don't assume that these things are not done anything. This is what has done anything. What you understood now?
Yes, sir.
This is what has done. इनिशियली नहीं बात कर पाए, नहीं अच्छा हो पाया किसी भी रीजन से, दूसरे नहीं बोलने दे रहे, and all that. But he gave you a fair chance. You didn't utilize that also. Quarterfinals are your command task, the half group task, and final group task, and GP. These are quarterfinals. Balance of the places, even if you're not done one odd place, 2-3 places, you'll still get a chance. Provided the GTO is convinced that he did not get a fair chance. He gives you a fair chance, but then you don't utilize it. Understand, you have to demonstrate. You are a package which has gone there in that place to sell yourself. How are you going to sell? Till you demonstrate, no one is going to buy. Till you sell yourself, till you show yourself, no one is going to buy. No?
Yes, sir.
So it has to be demonstrated. There are no competition. Psychological test you're you're sitting alone, you're writing the answers on your own. No competition. Interview, you and the interviewing officer are there. He's asking you question, you're giving answers. No one there. GTO, we make things complicated. 9 tests in that place. We think that all these 12 group people are my competitors. No, none of them is your competitor. You are your own competitor. You have to demonstrate the qualities which are there inside you. If 12 people demonstrate, all 12 will get through. There's no embargo on that. Only 2 have to get through, 3 have to get through. If none demonstrates, none will get through. That is the kind of leverage there with the SSB. These 12 people are not your competition. They are there for their own testing of their own qualities in them. So don't take that. Okay? So please prepare and understand what is required to be demonstrated. Demonstrated skills are very important. Risk. मैं लीडर हूँ तो मैं रिस्क अपने सबॉर्डिनेट को डालूंगा? नहीं डालूंगा.
No, sir.
So if there is a risk in that particular bully plank being placed little precariously, I will cross myself because I will not ask this person to cross. That is not a good leadership trait. Understand?
Yes, sir.
These things are practically feasible in that place. You're doing it, but you're not demonstrating. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Something clicking now.
Yes, sir.
You will be able to crack it, understand what you are supposed to demonstrate, where you are supposed to demonstrate. Okay, by even saying this much, that when the PGT is going on, even if the people are not allowing you to speak, even by just saying that, okay, chess number so-and-so's idea is very good compared to the other person, I think this will work. This is good enough. This much enough. Even if you have not been allowed to speak, you've made an effort to speak. He will give you another chance for this. You will get a fair assessment. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So you should take all these cobwebs out of your mind. You did not do well anywhere. That's why you got it.
Accepted, sir.
Understood? Accept this first. And then you will see the change in you. You will understand what is to be demonstrated. You will demonstrate. When you are demonstrated, there is no way. There's a child who got selected in 14th attempt, came to me for the first time. I could speak to him. I could understand. Same psychology. Sir, I did best. I said, how can you say that? Same thing. I did this, thing. It doesn't work like that. It has to be demonstrated. Skills have to be demonstrated. I cannot get inside you. I have given you a chance. No?
Yes, sir.
So remember this. Kunal?
Yes, sir.
It's very important. I want you to understand what I have talked and improve. Understand?
I will improve surely, sir.
You will improve. Okay. Screening से out होना is no excuse. Screening out is for a पढ़ा लिखा बच्चा ना. Reasoning दे रखी है simple सी यार. उसमें क्या है? उसे क्या है? Self description में साला क्या है? Provided you start correct. Prepare. Okay. Current affairs must prepare. Current affairs is no shortcut. Local as well as international. Okay. Generally 30 to 40% is current affairs only. 2-3
Yes, sir.
questions are there. It's a cakewalk. If you have understood things and understand things, why it has happened, don't do superfluous reading. Understand the genesis of the problem, how it has come to the present situation, and what is going to be the impact on the world and India. Then you will understand it. Then you will not have to remember.
Yes, sir.
Understood? Then we come to I'm not touching on NATO and war, Ukraine war, because Ukraine war, actually the agreement was signed in 1991. This agreement between NATO countries, that is America and rest of the NATO countries, and the USSR. That time it was not Ukraine and
Yes, sir.
Russia, it was
Yes, sir.
USSR, and Gorbachev was the president. So it was signed between these NATO countries and Gorbachev that these guys, the NATO countries, will not move towards the USSR countries. And he signed it. So now what are they doing? They are trying to bring Ukraine under NATO.
NATO, yes, sir.
Huh? Why? For the rich resources which are available.
Resources.
So why should Russia accept it? They are the one who have broken the agreement. So they will not. Why should Russia accept it?
Yes, sir.
They made a hue and cry that NATO countries are going to send their troops. Did they send? No.
No, sir.
To Ukraine? No. They gave money. That's it. So these things have to be read from the genesis.
Yes, sir.
Okay, not superfluous reading. Same way Israel and Palestine. Your Delhi elections. You have something to say on
Yes,
Delhi
sir.
elections? Yeah, what is it?
So Delhi elections, so Aam Aadmi Party came as a hope for everyone. They developed schools, but somewhere I think recently there was some liquor policy case that was actually in the Supreme Court as well. And I think as a civilians, we should believe on Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court decision was not in the favor of Aam Aadmi Party. A lot of them, Manish Sisodia and Arun Kejriwal was jailed as well. And the Yamuna River case, so this has affected a lot of people from Delhi to UP to Bihar, which actually caused Yamuna merges in UP and then flows to Bihar as well. And the pollution case, that was in the election manifesto that they would be solving the pollution as well, but the pollution hasn't improved in Delhi, and that has affected a lot. And I think these are the issues.
Firstly, there are 2-3 issues related to it. One is the political issue. Political issue, you should talk first. Political issue is what? They were fighting the elections under Congress, AAP and
India Alliance.
And they should have fought election under India Alliance.
India Alliance.
They are alliance.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So according to that, Congress should not have fought this election. AAP
Yes,
should have fought, or at few selected places, Congress could have fought. Congress represented every place. So what has it resulted into? It resulted into sharing of votes.
Vote sharing, yes, sir.
Vote sharing. Straight away, this thing has benefited the BJP. One,
Yes, sir.
politically. Okay. Still, they could manage 27 seats.
Yes, sir.
So they have not done drastically bad as BJP and others have done in the previous election.
Yes, sir.
So it was politically the Congress's debacle that
Yes,
they
sir.
bloody shared the votes. Okay. Otherwise, this guy would have won.
Yes.
Now, coming to social aspect. That is, they failed on their promises. Yamuna clinic they don't do. Mohalla clinic they don't do.
Yes, sir.
Okay. They were to clean the drainages and make roads, they didn't do. They did the liquor gate scam.
Liquor use scams.
No, this was actual incumbency vote against them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is political way of looking at it. This is how you have to prepare. Understand?
Yes, sir.
You are going as a Fauji, but you are going as an officer. An officer is supposed to be a learned person who is capable of handling his men and also the superiors of your own cadre as well as other cadres which are there from IAS, IPS, IFS and everyone. How can that happen? That can happen only with your intelligence, your understanding of things, and at the same time connecting with your men going to their level. Understand?
Yes, sir.
This is what is required. Has it made any difference to you today? Talking
Yes,
to
sir.
me. Huh? Has it made any difference?
Yes, sir. A lot of difference.
Okay. Now, last thing what we will talk about is your girlfriend
Yes, sir.
getting entangled with those gundas. First and foremost, always weigh what is at stake. If you are in a bad situation, you have been put in a bad situation, always weigh what is at stake. Here, what is at stake? Your life,
Life.
your girlfriend's life, and her dignity. 3 things at stake. Yeah? Yeah? What can you salvage out of it? At least 2 lives you can salvage out of it. By doing what? They're giving you an option to move. By moving, you can always get an help. By being there, you will not get any help. You go 500 meters, 1 kilometer, you will get some help. You are on your cycle. Come back immediately. Her life will be saved. Even if dignity probably is not saved, life is saved. You know under what circumstances the things have happened to her. You was there with her. And probably if you get the help in correct time frame, everything is saved. Understand? Understand now? There's no point.
So,
First, what is at stake? How much can you save? Salvage kitna kar sakte hain? That is important. Isn't it?
so I thought I cannot put the risk dignity of the women, sir.
Can you help it? You can't help it. You can't help. You'll get killed. Still that dignity is gonna go. Another example. Can you do something about it? At least here you have given yourself a chance of saving. Life for sure you will save. Dignity also might get saved.
So I think
It's a fair assessment. No? What is at stake? How much can you save? Don't
Yes, sir.
go for 100% saving, but at least 90% you will be able to save 2 lives. And probably, if the help comes fast, everything is saved. So, which is a better situation? This one? No?
so we are taught, so many days dignity comes first. Lives is always secondary, sir.
Dignity for whom?
For anyone, sir, be it men or women.
Dignity, has she given her dignity on her own?
No, sir.
So, then what is her fault? How is she at fault? Tell me. No. She's not at fault at all. Whatever has been done forcefully.
So they need to be learned the lessons as well, sir.
So they need to be listened, but provided you come back with something to arrest them, some help, then only they will be punished.
So someone who has suffered, I think someone who has suffered sexual violence, the life is done for.
No, it's not done. If the partner is good, if the partner is there who understands and consoles her and be with her, no, she can move forward definitely. That's exactly the test of the manhood also in you.
Yes, sir.
It could have been other way also. Today is a male-dominated society we are talking of.
Yes, sir.
It could be a female-dominated society tomorrow, where everything is bloody run by women. You go on with your girlfriend, you come back, all bloody female gundis are there out with weapons and everything. They say, leave this guy and they fuck off from him. And what? Dignity is dignity.
Yes, sir.
If you have not done it, you enforced. So, it has to be thought of.
Yes,
Okay. What is at stake? What can you salvage? That applies to even war-like situation. At times we get caught in precarious situation. We have to see what is at stake and what can we salvage out of it. Best. That's it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So it has made some sense, na?
Yes, sir.
You understood better?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, good.
Shall I leave, sir?
Yeah, okay. And say Jai Hind while leaving.
Jai Hind, sir. Thank you, sir.